Dr. Ora said that he is neutral. Let me tell him and all of you, I am also neutral. If I would not have been neutral, I would not have been made the chief guest. And I do not wish to desire to make any final comment on the subject. But one school of thought I would like to narrate here, which I read at some place, that all those animals in nature who are grass eaters, the animals which are thriving on leaves, they have got bovine teeth. They do not have canine teeth. All those animals which are eating flesh, meat eaters, they have got canine teeth, what we call rakshi. Human being is the one species which has got both bovine teeth as well as canine teeth. It is very likely that nature wanted this species to survive. Nature considered that this species, human beings, are the most important species which should be there in this world. They should try to contribute, they should try to carry my message and take it further. So they wanted, the nature probably wanted this species to survive under all circumstances. Nobody can deny. Then the early Homo sapiens or Homo erectus, they are all flesh eaters. At that time there was no agriculture. If you look at the evolution as we now learn from science, it is only the advance of civilization that people started taking to agriculture. When they started taking to agriculture and started growing corns, some of them became vegetarian, some of them remained non-vegetarian, some of them became the mixture of both. They also took vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian. And most of the non-vegetarian people today also eat vegetarian food as a part of their diet. I believe that in this aspect, when you are talking whether it is permitted or prohibited, we are talking about permission or prohibition by the religion. In this one aspect, Dr. Naik, I would probably like to differ from you. I believe that it is not the function of religion to tell us what we should eat and what we should not eat. Religion should try to purify our soul, purify our conscience, talk about good behavior, lead us to the path of God. What we should eat, what we should not eat is something which the doctors should tell us. The nutrition experts should tell us. It is not the function of the religion to say you shall not eat garlic, you shall not eat onions, you shall not eat ginger. Because this is something, if subsequently the nutritional experts tell us that this is something which is very good for your health, which is very good for your survival, which is very good for you to fight your diseases, then certainly it has to be taken. Because these are the subjects in modern day science. We have to grow up. We have to think in terms of what is lying ahead of us. We are entering now the next millennium, 21st century. So much is expected from us. Today only I was reading in one of the magazines about the forecast of Nostradamus. And Nostradamus thinks that this particular country, which is surrounded on three sides by sea, that one country will come on the top of the world. And are we going to go into the top of the world, become a superpower by just clinging ourselves to some of the outdated notions? For example, yesterday, so many people migrated from this country. I was wondering in the heart of my hearts, what is it? There is no scientific explanation all throughout. All people with any basis of logic, all people who knew something about science, they were saying nothing will happen whether 8 planets come in one line or they go zigzag. Nothing is going to happen. But then all types of talks were there. Alang, which was our largest shipyard, that was completely forsaken and completely deserted. I was told that for rushing to Rajasthan, I don't understand why people from Rajasthan are so panicky. The Marwadis left everything, came here and made an empire. And the same Marwadis, thinking the 8 planets are there, they ran away. I was told 2,500 rupees were paid for a bus ticket for going back to Rajasthan. And nothing happened. So what is very important for all of us, if this country has to go further, if we as a nation has to make our mark, and probably the destiny is before us, we can reach great strides. The 21st century, as I have always been saying, belongs to India and Pakistan. both of them, when they will come nearer and nearer, they will be able to become the leaders of the 21st century. And if that is going to happen, then let me tell you, we will have to get out of these old dogmas. What we should eat, we should not eat, the doctor should tell us. If a new scientific discovery is made, and I have been asked that I should eat tomatoes because it fights the cancerous growth, then I must eat tomatoes, irrespective of what my religion tells me. So I think let us go to the scientists, let us develop for ourselves a modern mind, a scientific approach. Then I think today or tomorrow, the whole world is before us. I don't want to comment on or trespass on the domain of the speakers. With this introductory remarks, I am once again trying to point out I am absolutely neutral. And I would like to hear the views of the learned people who have made research on the subject. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Trivedi. Now we have brief introductions of each of the speakers before we get into the mode of formal dialogue program. We have Mr. Chamanbhai Vora, Senior Vice President of the Indian Vegetarian Congress, to introduce Mr. Rashmibhai Zaveri.
Well, today I feel very happy to introduce our President Sri Rashmibhai Zaveri, President of the Indian Vegetarian Congress. I think this public dialogue will become very, very interesting, looking to the introductory speech given by our Chief Learned Guest Vice P. Trivedi. So let us hope for the very good dialogue. Now, Rashmibhai Zaveri is a chartered accountant by profession. He is having his own firm, Rashmi Zaveri and Company. They are very well reputed in the field of, as far as the corporate sector is concerned. And he is a very good speaker as far as the religious speeches are concerned. He is a master of many of the religious philosophies. He is a very active member of the Chartered Accountant Society. Himself is the member of the Bharat Jain Mahamandal. He is the founder president of the Forum of Jain Intellectuals, one of the very prominent institutions as far as the Jain people are concerned. And he is very well connected with the Kala Gurjari also. Though he is very young, at the age of 63, he is very energetic, and he looks forward always to this type of dialogues, and today's dialogue is really a very good one. And I especially by giving the introduction of Mr. Rashmibhai Zaveri, I would like to thank our chief guest as well as our Dhanraj ji and our Zakir Naik sahab for having a very good dialogue, whether by principle a human being can take or should not take the vegetarian and non-vegetarian foods. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ashraf Mohammadi to introduce Dr. Zakir Naik.
Dr. Zakir Abdul Karim Naik, 33 years, is the president of the Islamic Research Foundation, Mumbai. Though a medical doctor by professional training, he is renowned as a dynamic international orator on Islam and comparative religion. Dr. Zakir removes misconceptions about Islam on the basis of Quran, Hadith, and religious scriptures of various other religions. He also uses reason, logic, and modern scientific facts to remove the misconceptions about Islam. He is popular for his critical analysis and convincing answers to challenging questions posed by audiences after his public talks. In the last 3 years itself, he has delivered more than 300 public talks worldwide. Dr. Zakir also appears on various international TV and satellite TV channels throughout the world. He has also participated in various symposia and such dialogues with prominent personalities of various faiths.